Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about the debt ceiling. And we're going to discuss whether or not this is really a both sides issue that needs to be covered. And we're going to talk about the impacts if the debt ceiling isn't raised, and whether or not the Democrats should really take the Republican stance of, oh, we're not going to raise it, seriously. This isn't a both sides issue. The reality is, without a massive restructuring of the way the federal government works in the next, 3 weeks, the debt ceiling will be raised. Or the U.S. will default. It's going to happen. The debt ceiling is going to be raised. All of this drama, it's over nothing. Republicans know they'll raise it. They don't have a choice. Because if they don't raise it, what is going to occur? Home and auto loans, well, they'll shoot through the roof. $15 trillion in wealth will be wiped out almost immediately. 6 million people will lose their jobs. So the unemployment rate is going to increase by almost 100%. The government will have to start deciding whether to honor Social Security benefits or pay bondholders. The impacts of not raising the debt ceiling are immense. And this is all assuming that the rest of the world still chooses to use the U.S. dollar as a reserve currency. If they don't, well, all of this gets even more pronounced. This isn't a both sides issue. It will occur the same way it has occurred the last 70 times, more than. So this drama that's coming from the Republican Party, what is it? In essence, this is Republicans saying, hey, if you don't do what I want you to, well, I'm going to kick the family dog. The thing is, the family dog in this case is the Republican base, and it's a Rottweiler. It's going to bite them. When you look at the impacts, it is going to heavily impact the Republican base more so than anybody else. Maybe it's time for the Democratic Party to call their bluff. Maybe that would be the right move. I do not believe that the Republican Party is going to buck their base and their donors and cripple the U.S. economy to stop infrastructure from going through. That seems pretty unlikely. And if they do, maybe it's time for the United States to fall out of the world's leading position when it comes to stuff like this. Because if the American people are too ignorant to realize the impacts of this and continue to vote for Republican candidates who are willing to make this play, we probably shouldn't be leading the world. This little drama, it plays out every so often. The debt ceiling always gets raised because they don't have a choice. Unless they want to drastically restructure the federal government and drastically increase taxes on the wealthy, that doesn't sound like a Republican talking point, it's going to occur. I have to believe it's a bluff. And let's be honest, if we don't get an infrastructure package, the United States economy is going to lag further and further behind anyway. So falling out of that position, it's just kind of hastening the inevitable. This is a case where you have the media and politicians giving credence to an idea that realistically we know it's not going to happen. Sure, maybe they allow a government shutdown. Sure, they may allow some drama to be felt in an attempt to gain leverage. But the idea that they will allow a default, that's pretty slim. Not only that, they as individuals will be heavily impacted by it. Now, I have no faith in the Republican Party's desire to help their base or to help America in general, but I do have faith in their constant motivation of self-preservation. And that $15 trillion in wealth that gets wiped out, a lot of it is theirs. I don't buy that they will allow a default. I don't think it's true. It's a negotiation tactic, and it's a bad one. It's the kind that somebody in a domestic situation would use. Look at what you made me do. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.